Yo, welcome to Majority Report, your podcast for the culture from the agency of the culture. I'm OJ, the Crazy Juice Lady. I'm here with John, your friendly neighborhood strat, DJ C, and Jeremiah, who likes to say he's just here.
I'm just here.
And also keeps us in line. We'll be chatting the latest on some fashion industry choices in marketing today. We can't wait to get to. But before that, what's up? What's up, y'all? What's going on?
What up?
Can't call it.
Right.
6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
Some movies are coming out pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, we could.
Yeah.
What's better, Fantastic Four or Happy Gilmore? I know they're totally
I haven't
different.
seen Happy Gilmore.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah.
Okay, Happy Gilmore's fire, y'all.
Nice.
So everyone is aware. Please watch the new Happy Gilmore.
10 out of 10. I love Happy Gilmore.
10 out of 10.
Does the mind you, and you're gonna judge me, I've only seen Happy Gilmore in full a handful of times. You know, it comes on like Comedy Central and you might catch 5 minutes here or there. All this to say, does the tall white dude who's about to beat up the other golfer, does he make a appearance in Happy Gilmore too?
Everyone
Y'all know
makes
who
an
I'm talking about?
appearance in Happy
Everyone?
Gilmore too. Everyone.
Okay.
I've never seen
Yeah, but
it.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So in Happy Gilmore 1, there's like a guy who's on the sideline. Like, long story short, I think one of the golfers Adam Sandler was golfing against told him to shut up, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna come see you."
Pull up.
Yeah.
Pull up.
I'm glad you remember that scene. Have you seen the first one?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, apparently you just watched both, so that's fine. Check out Happy Gilmore. It's incredible. Fantastic Four is okay.
It's cute.
I don't think we've all seen that either. John, you haven't seen it? Yeah, okay. So we
I think
it's cute.
The Fantastic Four movies, at least growing up, were kind of mid. Like, I feel like
They were always mid.
But they were fun
always
mids.
Yeah, they were
They were
fun
fun
mids.
mids.
This is
Fun
cute.
They were
mid.
fun.
I will say the special effects for like outer space is phenomenal and blew my mind. Far better than some of the special effects in Superman. But Superman's pretty great.
I sometimes just have an issue with them recasting things. Like, can we just get Jessica Alba back? Like,
Oh,
and Chris Alba.
you wanted Jessica Alba back.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cute. She was recast really well though, so
Yeah.
can't say nothing about that. And also it's my birthday this weekend, so that's what I'm.
Hey, happy birthday.
That's what I'm excited about, or I should say on Friday. So it's fast approaching. Goodness gracious alive.
Happy early birthday, OJ. Did you say?
Thank you so much. You forgot the crazy, but I forgive. But yeah, let's hop into it because I know we're going to be talking about Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle and Polo for a long time. So we're going to dash out the pleasantries right into the drama, right into it. Well, I like how everybody, y'all, we were screaming at each other before we pressed record. Everybody got a little moment. I could start off by saying that I like the ad.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry.
Wait, the American Eagle?
Wait. Which one are we talking about?
I did.
Which one are we talking about?
I liked the American Eagle ad.
What did you like about it? And what did you think they did well with?
So,
Better question.
and here's the thing. Maybe I can take a step back because I'm like a person of color in marketing. I've been doing it for a while, so I can still see it from like the outside looking in. And I was like, oh, that was clever. I've also liked Sydney Sweeney in the shows and the movies that I've seen her in. So I was like, I appreciate her as a not character, like she's only played one character, but like I appreciate who Sydney Sweeney is. I see like she's this attractive person. She's the latest sex symbol, and I thought the line was really clever. It was basic. The whole ad was like purposely basic. It was focused on like a part of her body that she's famous for, and the ad made me laugh. I was like, that was clever.
I feel like, so when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, cause like, you know, the 45 best friend, not to get into it. We there are a lot of conversations and a lot of very interesting movements happening in the country right now. So to make a reference to something that starts talking about jeans and you know, it just gets really weird. Like, I think off camera we even talked about the fact that, like, to keep it a bean, I've heard that phrase before, like with like respectfully with boomers, like so and so's got good genes, like you know. But like I think
You
as
built
we
right, you're strong.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
like, but like no, as you get older or as we progress more in society, there are certain things that we leave behind, right? Because we recognize like, hey, this was kind of crazy. Like even the fact of the ad referencing like an old Brooke Shields ad when she was like 15.
All those elements, yeah.
Like
That's the problem.
maybe back in the 80s they were like, Oh yeah, well no, actually, because the ad got canceled in the 80s.
It was
Did it?
that ad is not great.
No.
That
It's
is-
insane.
But it's the
Yeah,
same
it's-
ad. So if you
I
watch
don't
it
think
side
it's the
by
same.
side,
Go ahead.
it's the same ad. You gotta watch it. Watch it side by side. They're basically saying the same thing, if not like just a few words tweaked.
So
I
it's
will
bad
say
because
the
it's a
original
parody
one
on
is
it,
a-
but at least this woman
It's
is of
not.
age.
This one's yes, but she's not like putting her whole entire clothes on in any of the Sydney Sweeney ads. I've only seen like
She's
the
just
one.
she's just
zipping
it
up. So I will say in that aspect, it's not as bad as the Brooke Shields one.
That Brooke Shields
Was intense. It was wild.
The thing.
However, good.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
However, I think there is the. I lost my train of thought. I'm trying to bounce off between those two comments because I think there is this, because of where we're at in the world right now, especially within our country. American Eagle is not someone that I feel African Americans generally like shop there.
Well, most of American Eagle like that.
So like, because they don't fit our body, I'm gonna say that right now. They don't fit our bodies. And then for us to, or for them to, I forgot what I was saying. Shit. I'm coming back to it. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, you're either like against or for what they're trying to do, or appreciating like their target audience. Might be where you were going. but-
Somewhat, yeah. Like they're trying to get to their target audience. I don't know where I'm going. There was a thing here. I'll come
Yeah,
back to
you'll-
it.
it'll
So
come back to you.
go
It'll come
ahead.
back to
It
you.
definitely will.
I will say, I do think that Black women do shop at American Eagle, and I
Okay.
think that that's why it's controversial.
Mhm.
I think we have very limited options in terms of jeans in particular because of the way that we're shaped and how society like sizes things.
Mhm.
So like Zara,
Mhm.
out the question.
Yeah.
We love Zara,
Mhm.
but we can't shop there.
Nope.
That shit is too fucking small.
Mhm. Old
But-
Navy, same thing.
Old Navy.
Yeah.
Old Navy sometimes has some good choices.
Old
but you
Navy's been
gotta-
good to me.
But
Not
for
gonna
me,
lie.
it hasn't. Like I used to
Gap
shop
is
there as I got
good.
older. Mhm.
American Eagle, Levi. Sometimes those can have no stretch, so that could sometimes be a problem. But there's very few options for Black women, and I think American Eagle and Abercrombie do a really good job for like low cost jeans that do fit, because they do have more stretch in them. They're not like, they have curvier lines, so they do a good job. And I think that I shop at American Eagle frequently,
Okay.
and I'm very offended by
Yeah.
this commercial because I don't know. I just feel like Sydney Sweeney, first of all, yeah, I'm gonna just.
Is it fair to say that you might shop there, but American Eagle doesn't care if you shop there? Like you're not who American Eagle is advertising towards all the time and like wants in their jeans. I want to shout out quick like Coco Gauff because she was in an American Eagle ad. She did her thing with it. That's awesome. But when I was growing up, I had this total opposite experience. You named the two brands, you said Abercrombie and Fitch and American Eagle, that I never had luck with. And I also had, my mom was like, crazy aware of everything, like so she would also be like, they don't want you in that store. I remember once, like I think Tommy Hilfiger came up and I wanted to wear like the logo and she was like no. So I was also kind of taught that and leaned into like it's not for me, even if like some people shop there. It's like they don't care if you
Yes.
This is a total
Yes.
side note, but Tommy Hilfiger's business got ruined strictly because of a rumor. Like
That's crazy.
It was the whole like there was a thing going around in the 90s that he said like he didn't want Black people in his stores or something like that, and it was completely unsubstantiated. Like I think to this day you're not able to find evidence of it. But all that to say, man, stuff can.
My mama
ruin
said,
just like
my
that.
mama said.
Yeah.
I mean, people still say it. So
They do.
That's good to know though. It's good to know.
And I think it is true. I think two things are true at the same time. I think growing up, I didn't have luck there either. And that was
Okay.
a really big social stress for me, especially, and I think probably for a lot of little Black girls, especially if they go to predominantly white schools where that's all they wear. So yes, but then kind of like Victoria's Secret had to shift their mindset of being more inclusive because the competition was blowing them out the water. Fenty was
see what
doing
you're
that
saying. I see what you're
with,
saying.
With the lingerie wear, I think it's the same thing where you kind of have to like go where the money goes, and diversity is just where the money is. So I think that they've made that shift to make their jeans more inclusive, and I think they did a good job of it in terms of the way that the jeans fit.
Okay. I will admit, I have not like stepped inside of one because it was always like, oh, that store's for white girls, and that's just what I grew up thinking. I understand that's obviously not a black and white science, but that's it's very fair.
Yeah.
With the go ahead, you got it. Oh no, you sure?
I don't like what I'm gonna say.
Oh no! Everybody's whole brain is like,
It is. It's like no.
resist.
I think, okay, because I'm thinking I'm bringing it back to the commercial itself.
Yeah.
Like I don't. For me as a man, because one of the things that we talked about before we started recording was like the whole at the beginning. Can I say?
You said it.
Okay, the whole shot of her
That's
bosom.
what it was.
The shot of her bosom at the beginning of the spot.
Oh.
Like that was a lot. Like I didn't notice it because I mean I feel like in advertising that's all people, not advertising specifically, but in our culture everyone's just like looking at everybody in any type of way. Yeah, decent. So I was like, oh, that's okay, whatever. Like that's one of the things that she's known for. But I think that for me, I'm more so I'm not even upset. I kind of don't care, but I think that it's irresponsible of the brand to use her. She also did accept that's irresponsible of her and the brand and the marketing team to do all of this in a time where like everything's just kind of like WTF, what are we doing? And to go back to the Brooke Shields thing, like it's just problematic. So many aspects of this are problematic. I don't understand how this was able to get to this point. Because when you do the point where she has the good genes and you have her walking, she crosses out the G and then puts the J there. I think that is clever. I think that's really cool as a writing thing.
Right, like the line
but
works.
I feel like it's irresponsible within where we're currently at within society.
Wait, is this an age thing? Is that the only reason we keep calling it irresponsible?
No,
part
it's
of their target audience is teenage. Because explain to me what's so irresponsible.
I think what's irresponsible for them to be race baiting. That's what they're doing. Like it's just race baiting.
And because like,
Y'all, I missed the whole thing.
it's
Y'all,
race
people are
baiting.
upset because they're saying you have good genes and you
Yes.
got white
Yeah, and
eyes.
she's blue-eyed.
Sorry, not. I'm so.
That's literally.
That's kind of a stretch
if
for
you
me.
listen
I'm
to
sorry.
the copy
I'm sorry.
of the script, she starts out talking about offspring,
Yeah.
and then like the camera's moving up her body as she's talking about this shit, like her eyes and stuff, and then she's like,
And so there's
mine
a
are
whole.
blue.
Interesting.
So real as people were saying on Twitter, like real Aryan vibes, like the whole blonde hair, blue eye thing.
So this ad just can't be made with a white woman and like accentuate her
absolutely
features
not.
right now. That's what y'all are
Absolutely
saying.
not.
Okay.
Absolutely
I
not.
think
That's why that black woman was
The
crying
whole
on
territory
TikTok.
is
I
icky, like-
think it's just very intentional, and I think it was they're definitely rage baiting. Like,
Yeah.
it,
It got us talking about it.
yeah,
It's got
yeah.
they're getting more money from the people that enjoy it and love it. There's a whole sector of the country that loves that. Then it's getting people like us to like. It's what is it called when you just like it's like watching rage stuff on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's literally
To get
just to
people
get
riled up.
yeah, it just
Yeah.
riles
That
you up.
is
So
so
you get
interesting.
we've
I
gone
don't.
from rage baiting on like social media to companies rage baiting people.
This shouldn't have rage baited people of color, though, is what is like slightly blowing my mind. It's like, why is it rage baiting
Because
us?
it makes us it puts you in a place of I like even companies don't care about me. Even companies are
That
bold
is
enough
so
to say
interesting.
the white man is out here and the white man got it. Like,
Yeah,
like
they got
no,
the genes.
Like, how dare they call themselves beautiful in this day and age?
'cause
That's
it's
what we're
not
saying.
that.
That's what
No,
we're
it's
saying.
not.
That's
It's
what
not.
we're saying.
That's a
Because-
slightly different message.
Yeah.
Saying that that we're beautiful is way different than
It's
saying
being
yeah,
like,
we got
We got good genes.
Yeah.
We got the
Saying you
genes.
got good, so then who
It's
has
basically
bad
being
genes? Right.
running around being like, I need y'all. That's
That, I
literally
can't
what
believe
it
we got to
is.
hear from a Sydney
That
Sweeney
is
ad.
literally what it
That's
is.
definitely-
That is
like-
absolutely what it is.
And it's not a short. It's not a long walk either. That is a very
That
short.
very short
That
walk.
is a very clear. There's a clear path, and I think that
Yeah.
the
American
way
Eagle
that
genes to
Yes,
the
no,
United
that's-
States is structured right now, there is a lot of people are allowed to do this and step on these like little stones and like little buttons because the state of America is allowing people to have that voice. Where before it was kind of like, ooh, we should silently be racist, like ooh. But now it's kind of like, oh,
We
we
can
got
play with it.
this
We
on
can-
our side. We can say what we want.
Yeah.
And actresses like Sydney Sweeney are like, okay, I could be the poster child for that because when you look at the way that are like celebrities, when you really sit and look at the things that they really like and support and think about, past that, you wouldn't mess with half of them. Half of them have really weird ideology.
Yeah, you can't. I agree with that.
Like,
I agree with that.
Racial tension things that they think about, and she's just kind of like, okay, well.
And what about the black celebrities and models that American Eagle uses for other ads? Why must we be so rage baited from this particular ad when they've made it clear they're working with other people? Like I'm still
It's
not
because of
going to be like, oh, I was like, funny.
Because using her at this point in time and because of her status, because I don't follow American Eagle or I don't know any of their stuff, but because of the rage bait, it got to a point where everyone knows about this specific ad, and because of the messaging of the ad, even though they're playing around with the terms and the words, it's still very much at the forefront of everybody's psyche of.
To that point, like as a strategist, that whole space is kind of just like, it's not great territory. Because even if I brought it outside of fashion and we bring it to sports, like when you see how sometimes like owners of sports teams talk about like athletes, like. What's his name? The dude on the Cowboys, and you can see the clip. It's out there these days. Like Jamie Foxx was hanging with the owner of the Cowboys, and he starts like listing off like the attributes of the player that he was about to draft, and he's talking about him like a piece of meat.
It's like we're back in the Atlantic slave trade.
I remember. Okay, now I remember
so
this.
Like you start having conversations about like jeans and doing that kind of play. It's the same. Like Nike would never do an ad saying like, it's just weird language when you start referring to people as like freak of nature, or when you start getting into these kind of spaces. It's like, what exactly are you saying?
Yeah.
And to wrap up this ramble, I understand that brands and the people who work at brands kind of feel like, oh my God, we can't say anything these days. We've got to tiptoe. And it's like,
this is no facts.
And I agree,
facts,
but
they
this is
cannot,
where
because this is crazy.
But this is where the irresponsibility comes in, because they're not paying attention to the effect of what they are doing.
Or they are.
I mean, okay.
And they don't care.
Yes,
So I think,
yes,
you know what? I sound crazy because I agree with that too. And I'm still able to say, okay, they are allowed to work with Coco Gauff, the last year, and this year work with like a beautiful blue-eyed blonde woman, because that's hello, America. That's still like very much America. It's a huge market.
Yeah.
It's like all these. I get the age range is a little too young, and that's why the sexualization is not okay. But like, the target is so there, and there's so many women that are just like.
But the messaging,
it's not. It's the messaging that they.
Y'all, the
like
messaging.
Case in point, we debate about this a lot, like fun, friendly debate. Like OJ knows one of my favorite movies is Rush Hour. Like I love Rush Hour.
Yeah.
There are certain jokes in Rush Hour that are just not.
You can't make today.
Right, and it makes sense because like, as the world becomes more connected, we all learn more about each other. Like, you'll have different friends from different walks of life. So an Asian friend may be like, hey, bro, like, actually that joke they made here was, like, terrible. So then it's up to me as a person at that point to be like, should I still laugh at this? Or should I evolve as a person? Say, you know what? Hey, bro, my bad. This shit is fucked up. And like, keep it moving. It's so simple to do that.
Yeah.
Just be like, you know what? Yeah. I'm probably tripping. They was tripping back then. And I feel like bringing it back to the commercial, like, that's the thing. Like, again, talking about jeans and, like, it's a cool double entendre. But the whole history of knowing, like, stuff like the Aryan Brotherhood, knowing how black people have been, stigmatized in this country, like, it's a very short leap to be like, you know what? Maybe we should, like, stay away from this kind of talk.
Or at the very
it's
least,
fair to jump straight
the
to Aryan
easiest way
Brothers.
to make this a commercial that works is to just make it more diverse. Like, Sydney Sweeney's got good genes. Coco Gauff's got good genes. Like, Ashley Graham's got good genes.
We all got different genes.
I would love that.
Genes.
I would love that. I would love that.
It's so simple. It's
that
very
tagline?
easy.
Oh, we all got different genes, but
we all have good
That
genes.
would've
That's
solved
easy.
everything.
Easy.
Yeah.
That was.
I do like that.
And that
I
was
do
not
like
a long
that.
walk
I do
either.
like
You
that.
didn't have to fight to get there. It's just like, okay, if she has good genes, how else can we say this message without offending a whole bunch of people? Because they knew that was going to
But
be
here's the
offensive.
not
They
being
knew that.
offended. It's just because they highlighted that she has good genes does not mean if they don't say everybody has good genes, we should be pissed. And I get like you saying we're living a day and time where if you don't do that, it means like there's a short walk to. But I am saying that it's possible that they highlighted something that, again, is still very American without being overtly racist about who doesn't have good
I
genes.
think it's just a bad mixture of messaging because
Yeah.
you have
And
great
timing.
genes.
People are
I think
saying the
it's-
timing.
It's timing
Yeah.
and messaging.
Timing and
But
messaging.
even messaging, like, I'm trying to think of a way, like, if I were to walk up to you and say something that's like, I don't know, like, say some crazy shit. Like, if I watched you said some crazy shit that, like, because you know how I joke, I'd be like saying the most random, like, but it's funny, but it's like friendly. It's like them coming out and being like, this is funny, but it's not friendly. This is funny, and some of y'all get it, but like the others, y'all like, it's like I don't know. That's not good.
Are you
Imagine
saying that the
that
people that don't, that it's not for, like, I don't get what you were just saying.
The people that it's not, I don't know. Don't.
Okay, we'll come back.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, imagine a hair care line coming out with a very similar commercial saying the same exact thing with the same person, Sydney Sweeney. She's got the blonde hair, blue eyes, all of that.
You've got
and
good
the
genes.
tagline is Sydney Sweeney's got good genes.
Yes, because
That-
she's got like really nice blonde hair.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The conversation is a little bit different, but that is damn sure gonna offend a whole lot of people. It's the same thing.
Maybe how the way you're desensitized to the bosom comment is me being desensitized to brands, us knowing like who that brand is trying to market towards. Because a hair care line said like, you've got good genes, and a woman has this like lustrous blonde hair. I'm gonna be like, she's got great hair. Yeah. Because I was less focused on like the blue-eyed blonde white woman sense of it, because obviously a big part of it was like the shot of her chest and the zoom out. And when we were talking like earlier about how good genes is like about a body part, or like maybe you're strong, or like you know, I don't know, some celebrities kids have good genes because like you got your dad's talent. All of that stuff, like that was a huge part of the ad. So us just zeroing in on the fact that like, how dare they say that beautiful white woman is like what you need to be, is like not the only thing I get there with. And I get it, timing. Timing was always gonna be bad for an ad like that. Like if we're saying the timing is bad now, it was never gonna work for them to highlight that.
To that point, if the timing is always
Yeah,
bad,
the timing was
why are we
always
doing
gonna be
it?
bad.
Why are we doing it?
Because if
Right.
anything, I'm like,
doing it?
now is the only time you should
Like,
probably
think
think
about-
that ad's gonna be okay.
like we all work at a creative agency. Like think about how many times you've seen something or we've come up with an idea where it's like, you know what, this would be funny. This may even be cool, but I just don't like. Let's not do this.
It's not gonna go
for
over
whatever
well.
reason.
Yeah.
Like, and it may be because I think, and I can only speak for myself, but like I feel like we all have blind spots. So like you may find something
That's
that's,
so fair.
like, yo, this should
Yeah.
be cool, but then you'll talk to someone because again, it's a big world. Like,
Yeah.
if you're only, but I feel like the reality of this and the unfortunate part is you're talking to people who, when confronted with the idea of someone having an opposing viewpoint, they're essentially just going to say, "Oh, you guys are snowflakes, and I can't say anything anymore."
Yeah.
And God, my country's changing. And it's
But
like-
so to what you're saying, at a company like American Eagle, where someone has that idea, because let's say it's happening at a certain agency, it dies. They're like, we can't say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Next idea, and then like that doesn't happen. But at American Eagle, where the people that work there are probably, they all look a certain way or all thought a certain thing, it didn't die, and they were like, oh yes, we get to freaking use Sydney Sweeney and say she got good genes
Which
because
is-
we can do that here. Or
which
whoever
is
the
a-
agency was that worked on
Which
this.
it's
raises
a
a
point
bigger
for
question.
Yeah.
like this is why you need diversity. Like,
Yeah.
And so someone's just like,
Diversity is important, so you don't.
yeah, but even if they have a couple black creatives or copywriters that say like, hey, that's gonna piss off black people, American Eagle or like whoever is like at the agency that's top enough is gonna say, we're not trying to market to black people.
But see, it
That's not who all we care about.
But even if you,
So if they're
even
gonna
if
get
you got,
angry-
like a black strategist or some, shameless plug, but no, because like on the real, because like it ain't even just us.
I was about to say, it's
Like,
not just
you
us,
got-
'cause when you look
got
at, like,
us sweeping
people of color.
up,
Yeah.
like, and they not sweeping. So like if we call it what it is, like unfortunately, looking at their company just being very blunt, it looks to be some older middle-aged white folks at the top. When you reach out to a creative agency, if the creative agency ain't got talent like this,
What they want, yeah.
then everybody's in an echo chamber.
They said, make this work. Do it. Do
And
it.
You've been in a position where you haven't been forced to evolve some of your views from what your granny, what your grandpappy, and all them used to think. You're like, yeah, no, people still say you got
I
good
also
genes,
still
good
don't
stock.
think it's fair to make it seem like it's like maybe too many boomers were involved or it's only old. Because I'm like, she is the latest sex symbol. And this woman just had a bar of soap with a hole in it. I'm like,
So
the
look,
sexuality of Sydney Sweeney is the thing.
We've jumped the shark as advertisers, but when you look at like the C-suite of American Eagle, it's older white people. And I'm not saying that to disparage
I'm not saying
them.
it's not.
Like,
But
I'm
people
just saying,
always
like,
want the
these are the
sexual
people
stuff.
who ultimately, like, because you know the process. We present to our day-to-day clients, and then our day-to-day clients present to their team, and then you get everybody in the building excited, and then they sign the check. Boom. Like, this looks like something that team would be like, yeah, this is safe. Like, I grew up saying this, and it's like, unfortunately for y'all, the world has moved here.
Yeah.
Like, you can't
But
say
there
that
were
anymore.
younger people. My point is that, there were still
there
younger
were
people
younger
that
people
were like,
working on
either, hey, they might have been, or were working on that are just like, oh, hell yeah, Sydney Sweeney's so hot. Like, that's how her soap got made. That's how the Doctor Squad, that's still. Because what you say earlier, we're always going to be horny, sexuality, sex symbols.
yeah.
Like, that's never going to go away.
Yeah,
So,
but like to that, I don't know. To that point, I just need to like, I don't know. Just stop being horny little fuckers. Like, goddamn. Like,
I'm like,
God,
the ad did
like,
what it was supposed to do.
I mean, yes, and I'm just, for me specifically, I'm just like, I feel like I'm annoyed with I think I am annoyed with like over sexualization of our culture, and it's just frustrating that it's gotten us to this point where this ads come out, and that is a portion that we don't necessarily need to talk about, but like the conversation took us for a while for us to get you to see it's the wording that is what's the most
Oh no,
upsetting,
I've always. So
And I
yes,
feel
you
like
made me
that
aware of the
that
racial part.
Yeah, that
I'm
mixture
still okay with
of
the ad.
You're grabbing the attention with the sexuality while you're getting
bad guy
away
here.
with this. So it hits on so many different levels. I think it's a distraction and slightly.
It's interesting to
in
think
different
too,
ways.
if it was like a black woman, or I think Beyonce did Levi recently, but if it was a black woman and the good genes comment was made because she's gorgeous and maybe she has like incredible natural hair or something, and they're like, okay, cool, that works because of like the day and age, and people of color want to be put on a pedestal that way. But it's also us saying that white people are not allowed to do it because of like they need to be socially aware of what we want to see. And I'm not like, we'll never be able to tell white people they can't highlight white people. And I was just like, it worked for what y'all were doing.
I really don't think anybody's saying that for as much as they feel it, because there is a contingency.
Y'all know we
that's
just said that the whole podcast.
No. Because remember, we just suggested that solution of like, like if you had a diverse cast of people,
Exactly.
then yeah, turn up.
Yeah,
Highlight
she got
yourself.
the jeans, you got the jeans.
That's what I'm
Everybody got
saying.
good
It's
jeans.
either all inclusive or it's a person of color, and
Being
that's
highlighted.
it. And they're never gonna do that.
The reality
I see
is,
what you're saying, yeah.
you gotta be aware of like. Unfortunately, there's some things that happen before you got here that you're accountable for. Like, let's just call it what it is. Like, you okay? Cool.
In this
You may not be
country?
well, yeah. I'm like, you may not be a bad person. You may be inclusive and whatnot, but it's like, hey, 60 years ago, this thing happened, right?
Yeah.
And you gotta hold that weight. Just like as a man, there are some things that I'm not responsible for
I gotta
personally,
hold that
but
fucking weight.
patriarchy was here before me. So there are some things that come with that. That it's like, you know what, bro, you gotta hold that.
Yeah.
Like,
I
there's
guess
some
it's just
negatives
me
to that.
being so unsurprised. I do hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think I'm desensitized because it's me being so non-rage baited and so unshocked. I'm like, yeah, y'all, what are we talking about?
Partially, yeah. I'm partially annoyed that this happened to where I'm annoyed that it was rage baited for everyone to get into this because fuck this.
Because it worked.
Nobody
It
should
worked.
give a shit.
It worked.
But like they did it, so like people do give a shit.
Besides the little
Yeah.
teenage
Like,
or
when I
20-year-old
saw
white
it,
women that are just like,
like,
I'm
I was
going to
like-
American Equal
I
today.
was like, damn, boy, they finna let y'all up.
They
Like,
better,
it was like-
yeah, it's like, ooh, I'm hating from outside the club and I
I
don't
can't-
want to get in.
And I don't want to get
Do
in.
not
Look,
wanna
in a
get
couple
in.
weeks, it's going to come out that she said Twitter years ago. And then, yeah, everybody can come down on me
That and a
in the
sex
worst
tape, and
way.
then she'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, she said.
It's going to be like, it turns out. I'm going to get a message from Jeremiah like,
I'm a huge advocate for everybody and everything and everyone doing what the fuck they want to do. You just got to be able to deal with the consequences. And this is the consequences
consequence,
of
yeah.
your actions.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Because at the end of the day, fashion dictates, it reiterates and kind of shows you what's happening in the world. And that was a major 10,000 feet step back.
I love how you just said that because fashion is a reflection
Yeah.
of very political, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And to that, we should also go ahead and talk about Also, what Polo Ralph Lauren is doing.
What do they do?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let John see because y'all are much more educated on that topic.
Our friendly neighborhood strat.
You know,
Yeah.
Morehouse gang in the building. You know
Hello.
what I mean?
My dad went to Morehouse, so I'm a rep.
I think the stuff from UPS should be sitting in my mailbox, hopefully.
Oh, you ordered some?
Oh, it has it.
Oh, you
Love
did?
that
But
for you.
I didn't get the stuff that said Oak Bluffs on it. Like I just got Morehouse, like a Spelman quarter zip and a Morehouse sweater. But like that, the last collection sold out so fast. I wanted to get something. But some of them pieces like $600-700.
Wow.
But
It's Ralph Lauren.
It is
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren.
But
It's
all
high fashion.
Yeah, like all that to say, for people who don't know, Ralph Lauren has had a standing partnership with Morehouse and Spelman. Started last year, collection sold out. This year they did the Oak Bluffs collection, which was done by a guy named James Jeter, Morehouse class of 13. Shout out to the homie. I don't know him, but shout out to him. Anyway, it started a lot of social discourse online. Specifically, honestly, from one video, this guy was basically saying this isn't how we wore Ralph Lauren growing up. We stole it, X, Y, and Z. And it spiraled into a whole conversation on elitism and this, that, and the third. But from a marketing standpoint, it was a really great campaign. There's a 20-minute documentary that came with the collection showing the history of Black people in the Oak Bluffs at Martha's Vineyard. Civil rights icons used to go there. Martin Luther King used to go there, all the way up to Obama. So a lot of deep history, and the collection was dope. Instantly sold out.
Can I ask, because my mind thinks in movies, have you seen The Inkwell?
I haven't, but
Similar area, right? Is this?
apparently, yeah.
Okay. That's dope. I wanted to make sure of that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Interested to get y'all's thoughts. Like I'm sure y'all have seen the discourse over the weekend because y'all are on TikTok as much as me.
I just stay away off of all social media.
Smart because
It's the evil laugh for me.
Mind-numbing conversation.
Yeah.
It was just like, I think people are stupid.
Yeah, very much. That's why I stay on social media.
I'll say this and then I'll step back so someone else can talk. I haven't experienced this at majority because luckily most of us here, people of color, diverse place. But it's really hard to get stuff made, especially stuff made for Black people, authentic Black stories. So when I see how people react to this collection, one, I think it's on us to create some education to show people like, hey, like it's us working on this. Shut the fuck up before we can't do it again.
Were we upset?
A lot of people were upset because the idea of a corporation is this big shadowy figure where the white people got together and said, okay,
you are allowed to do this and let's make some money off you.
Yeah, and it's like, well, no, actually, this dude had an idea. And he had to go through some stuff to even get it made, and he did it for you.
Yeah.
Did it for me.
Yeah.
And, just to turn around and see people say, like,
that ain't nothing.
Man, y'all giving that white man all y'all money. It's like, bro, we're a small contingent of their bottom line. Like, this is $1 billion brand. It's been around for almost 100 years.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have to do this.
They didn't, because they can go make cities.
Right.
So,
but if they did, it would be like another day in the life.
Watch the screen.
You done slid behind the TV trying to dap up cheer everybody.
That was a good one. That was good.
Okay.
That was
But
good.
yeah, I mean, interested to get y'all's thoughts.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I grew up in a household where my stepdad, all he wears is Ralph Lauren. He has a uniform. Ralph Lauren.
Oh, it's Lauren.
That's what we call it.
Oh, I'm like, it's not Ralph Lauren, it's Ralph Lauren.
Whatever my daddy said
I like it.
is what it is.
Anyways.
Yeah. I think it's Lauren. Yeah.
I've heard Lauren.
H2O lanes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Also, I'm Haitian, so everything has an accent in my household. So
Nice.
it's Ralph Lauren. Yeah, Banana Republic jeans, Nikes, and a fitted. New York Yankee fitted.
Oh,
That's
snap.
all he wears.
Damn.
That's all he wears.
I love it.
In a very specific color palette.
Yeah.
Black, white, red, navy blue.
Okay.
And sometimes gray.
Okay.
That's my experience with Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
It's very popular in my house. My dad loves it. And all of my uncles that he grew up with, that's kind of what their uniform is too. And so Ralph Lauren, to me, is special, but it signifies like, it's like emotional for me, I guess.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate this story that they put out. And I wouldn't say like my dad, I don't think he's ever been to Martha's Vineyard. It's not that. He grew up, 90s New York. And that was just kind of where Ralph Lauren was at the moment. And that's kind of how they unpacked it. And I think that going to an HBCU, shout out to my Aggies, there's a part there that people miss, that Black people are not monolithic. We are a whole bunch of things. Some of us are elite. Some of us are not. Some of us are in the middle, working middle class. Some of us grew up going to Martha's Vineyard. Some of us grew up going to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Some of us stayed at home. Some of us have never left the state that we're from. And I feel like the conversation should just be more about celebrating everybody and how they grew up in everyone's individual stories, and allowing people to highlight those things. Just because the Oak Bluff collection doesn't speak to you doesn't mean it doesn't speak to somebody. And my friend group is very diverse. I have friends who are in upper middle class. I have friends who are in lower middle class. I have friends who are just middle class. I have friends who are super, super poor and super, super rich. Everyone's story is super different, but to make it seem like it's less illustrious because it's something that you don't understand is really unfortunate to me. Then that's all I'll say on that.
So we just being to each other.
I was gonna say, like, I guess here I am, maybe sounding like the bad guy again, but I understood, I guess, some of the backlash you said you were seeing, because I've been that person in the past that, even myself, I'm not someone that can even afford high fashion. So, like, one, like you said, because everybody's story is different, who am I to step in and be like, ugh, because I wasn't buying it in the first place, because I can't afford it.
Listen to that. I was like, damn, my daddy only took me to fucking TJ Maxx.
Right, and I have the because I have this total different experience.
Well, my life before my stepdad was very different.
Oh my God.
Well, I was gonna say to that, like, I had a different experience as well. Like, name brands weren't a thing in my household, and I was raised by, again, my mother comes up, but she was always of the mindset of, like, people are way too focused on name brands and way too focused on giving your money to corporations, period. You're like 100-year stature or whatever, that you making somebody rich, and at the end of the day, yes, it usually is the white person at the end of the table that, like, is making the most money off of things like this, Ralph Lauren, whoever, but that's how I was raised. So I've never been big on any name brand. My dad liked Starter. I forgot what Shaquille O'Neal's shoes were called. Yeah, like, whatever was a step down from, I was just like, even, I was like, can I get Converse? Why? For what? Wear some regular sneakers, whatever. So I've also, as an adult, been like, I would love for Black people, when it comes to marketing, or when it comes to them putting their money into something, can we support more Black high fashion designers? Can we support more people that might be up and coming and need a bigger audience than being like, yay, Ralph Lauren figured out how to partner.
Is this not opening a door to get to?
Yeah.
But
That's awesome if it is, but if it doesn't,
now too.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, you gotta do the thing to get to that point. Like here's the thing, and this is strictly like if I was consulting for someone, you never want to come from the standpoint of begging to get people to support you. Because the first time, off the strength of us being people, we'll do it. Sure, we'll get a shirt, $60 shirt. You know what I mean? We'll help you out. But then what's gonna happen next year when you're like, yo, man, y'all need to support me again? And they only did it because they felt sorry for you. Like, if you're building a clothing brand, like, and you want to get established like a Ralph Lauren, like, do the work. And I'm not saying that from an elitist place. I'm saying, like, for example, I saw people shouting out another Black brand, and it's from a place of like, why y'all giving the white man money? Support our brother. And my thing is like, look, bro, again, they'll do it the first time. We'll do it the first time. I might even do it the first time. You know what I mean? Well, no, because look, you're coming from a place of deficit, and people are doing it only to look out. They're not doing it because they're fans. So when you drop your fall or your winter collection, they're not going to buy that. They're not going to buy again next year. You're not creating customers. You're creating just like fucking one-off patrons. What you really need to do is, and this is unfortunate, but it's fashion, you need to find someone who's popping or on the come up and see if you can outfit them with your shit and then go to the next level. Because honestly, like, looking at Black brands, that's what Eastside Golf did before they got to Jordan. Somehow their shirt, so honestly, you need to get with a stylist or something, because somehow their shirt got on Chris Paul's body while he was doing a tunnel walk. You gotta go? Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
I did too. Yeah, I know.
Good job.
I've been like, should have gone, but I was like, it's okay.
Yeah, let's get ready to wrap.
We are 4 minutes
Over.
past our little block. Yeah,
All right.
we'll do our thing. But
Yeah.
Long story short, like when you look at a brand like Eastside Golf and how they were able to go to the next level.
I hate that door. I
know,
don't get it.
Oh dang.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
No, you're
yeah.
good. This is the door.
I feel like we should.
The door is a member of the pod.
Should we keep this in? I feel like we could keep this in.
I think we should. Oh, yeah. We can.
That's funny.
Yeah, because
Flows as naturally as
Yeah.
it needs to flow.
All right, let me wrap up my ramble. Eastside Golf got
love it.
popping because Chris Paul was wearing one of their sweaters at a tunnel walk to one of his games, and people were like, "Who is this brand?" And it went to the next level. Unfortunately, with fashion, a lot of people are on some, they're on some trendy shit, for lack of a better word. Oh, this person's doing it. It's cool. Let me do it. So I feel like you never want to come from a place of deficit, long story short, and try to guilt people into buying your product. They'll only do it once, if that. And I mean, bro, like the Giants are always going to be the Giants. Like,
yeah,
That's the thing, because what
yeah.
you're saying also reminds me. You're speaking from a place of people support Black businesses only because they're Black. Because we're never saying don't be a good business or don't have good stuff. But yes,
And that's
as
why
like,
I don't support good Black businesses. Is because
don't even get Jeremiah started. But because of because of that though, a lot of Black creators or Black people starting out do need that support from our people specifically.
They do.
It does not mean be shitty,
well, I'm not even taking it there. I'm
but
saying,
sometimes that's what you need.
like, give the support, but don't, like, when I see founders sometimes get angry when things like this happen because they're coming from a place of, oh, you'll give him money,
But you won't give it to me. Yeah.
It's like, bro,
Because your shit ain't lit.
like, that's it.
Your shit ain't lit.
People buy
Yeah.
people buy things that they like. People buy things that show like who they are.
They
that
have
align with their
stature.
values.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's unfortunate, and I don't take any pleasure in saying it.
Yeah.
But it's like, get yourself popping, bro.
Yeah. Make it lit,
Like,
and then I'll buy
don't
it.
beg.
Mhm.
Don't beg. The begging shit don't work. So I don't know. I'm off my soapbox now.
That was a good soapbox. But I mean, I get the collab.
Yeah.
I appreciate what y'all are saying also that this collab is doing though for like Sierra mentioned the different people's stories.
I think it's
and-
beautiful. Like hearing it, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Because like knowing like how there's a lot of like sneakerheads, especially in the Black community, and like clothing heads. Like, oh wow, like you get to be represented within like Ralph Lauren. Like that's crazy. Like you get to be represented and you get to be seen within their think of like the Marvel movies. Like this is my Black Panther within Ralph Lauren. You know what I mean? Like that's how I look at it. And like that's really really cool.
Yeah.
Like that's really really cool.
I'm once again from like the outside of like wanting to be like super into high fashion looking in and saying like, okay, cool. I appreciate that this resonates with certain Black communities. And even she mentioned like some of us are elite because it's also like, well, what are most of us? And obviously when it comes to something like high fashion and Ralph Lauren, yeah, it's going to be a small amount of people that like I might be into that, or might be just like, this is the best thing. Like you just said, the Marvel reference.
Yeah.
this is my Black Panther. Yeah, that is wild. But I'm gonna let people
I'm
enjoy
sorry,
as they would
Civil
like
War,
to enjoy.
not Black Panther. I didn't like that movie.
Dang. All right. Well, look, that make
He was better in
you
Civil
be the bad guy for a couple
Look,
seconds.
it depends on the conversation.
Yeah. What the heck?
Don't leave that in there, please. Don't.
No, yeah, we
And then I guess really quick before we maybe get to the next part of it, how did they market this, or what was the rollout? If that makes sense, I didn't really see a.
Because of Sydney Sweeney, and this is where I want to bring this back
no!
to. No, like I'm being serious.
What was the big rollout?
We're talking about the Ralph Lauren.
The Ralph Lauren stuff, yeah.
Okay.
If both of these things dropped this past weekend.
yeah.
That's crazy that she and her like American Eagle and their shit was able to outshine. Yes, this is race baited, but you probably got more talking about the Sydney Sweeney bullshit than they actually are talking about.
Which I agree is crazy. Yes,
But
I'm
they
with that.
should be talking, and more I should be looked at the Ralph Lauren line that is being dropped because I didn't know anything about this.
Because how y'all mad about
That's
Sydney Sweeney?
crazy.
It happened- yeah.
That is
Let me turn
the
myself
problem with our culture right now. We are more apt to be race baited and rage baited into things than to look at things that actually absolutely celebrate
Because
us.
was it just like social stuff, or was there actual like an ad?
He said it was a 20-minute short film.
Not the documentary. I'm saying, how did they launch?
They posted on social media about it, but I think that one TikTok created a powder keg that informed a lot of people.
So it was a social launch. That's all they did.
Yeah, like they posted on their social medias. Like, to be frank, the only reason I knew it was happening is because one of our coworkers mentioned it off the cuff, and then the night before, and I should have bought everything in my car. but it was
It was too much.
Oh, it was an obscene.
Tell us if you would have gotten everything in your cart, what the total would have been.
Cool little banjo, you know.
For how many things?
I'm not cool enough to know what banjo means.
A band, $1,000.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Banjo?
I mean, I context clues.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm too lame to know.
R.I.P. Trouble. You know, little banjo. You know?
Okay.
For how many
Yeah.
items? And this is, I'm not cheating. I'm just like,
Another good question.
2 sweaters, 2 hats.
Uh-huh.
I think maybe like 1 or 2, probably about 6 or 7 things.
Okay. Damn.
You zip. Shameless plug.
You said, oh, I don't even know if they took Zip.
Oh,
And the
probably.
funny thing,
Ralph
what I
Lauren with your
did was
goddamn
like,
money.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave some of this in my cart, and in the morning I'm gonna look at this with fresh eyes, and I'm gonna reduce.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the one thing that I really truly wanted was the hat, and that was the first thing that sold out.
You do love a hat. Ah, okay, yeah.
Dang, yeah.
People love a hat.
'Cause it's
But
the cheapest thing.
to what you said about how they rolled it out, I also saw it on social. And I guess, not that fell flat for everyone, but I guess I would have thought there was something else I didn't see at like a spot. That's kind of surprising.
Nope. I mean,
Okay. Because that's why I give the Sydney Sweeney thing some grace, because they did this whole spot situation. So I guess it was a bigger thing to respond to than a social post. But
I hear what you say by that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a lot of things that come out advertising wise that people pick up on social media.
That's fair.
Because
You're
no,
right.
who watches TV anymore? That's what like.
because the first collection last year sold out very rapidly, and I forget how I learned about that, but it wasn't like it was just in the big, pop publication. So
Okay,
Complex-
okay. That's how they do
so,
stuff.
Yeah. So that's where it's like I still think my point stands. Where yes, it's Ralph Lauren, like they're bigger than American Eagle. So like I should have been on that. Like if you think about it.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And looking at, I only saw images, but looking at how this reel is working as well, I can appreciate a company as big as Ralph Lauren doing something like for and with Black culture that also hasn't been super problematic in the past. And also, we can keep our fingers crossed doesn't do something problematic in the future, because obviously,
You never know.
I know it's always possible. I'm not going to highlight on that, but I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
I can always appreciate that.
Just be mad.
We gonna be all right.
We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right.
Everybody's gonna be okay. Just don't. I don't know. What's the takeaway from the Sydney Sweeney? I want 2 takeaways from the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle spot, and then one from Ralph Lauren. What do you think?
I mean, from the Ralph Lauren thing, Ralph Lauren, H2O lean again.
I know. Yeah. I'm like, hey.
Shout out to what was that group called? Sway Lee and his brother.
I only knew of him, Sway Lee.
They had that song No Flex on and
No flex.
Ray Shrimmer.
Oh.
Jeez, bro.
There we go.
I gotta start
Ain't
getting
no
I didn't realize they were
Brother.
brothers. I didn't realize they were brothers.
Oh, or cousins.
Or
Cousins or
I didn't
something.
know they're related.
Related.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Anyway,
Nice.
from the collection thing, I really just want our people to remember, not even, but specifically us, like, Black people are working on these stories, and so honestly, remove your cynicism around brand marketing. And I'm gonna actually say this in another video because this is a crazy point. Thank you for bringing this up. But remove the cynicism you have around brands, because like we can't have it both ways is always my thing. You can't say brands need to tell more stories about us, and then when they tell more stories about us saying, man, these folks trying to profit off us, consider the fact that the people behind said campaign are us, and we trying to put on for us so that everybody can see us. And when you tear these kind of campaigns down, also just consider even the same thing with the Sweeney campaign. If we keeping it a bean, like real people are behind these campaigns. Sometimes like, everybody's just trying to make it happen. Yeah. Just trying to like provide for their families and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
for
that.
sure.
So, but also sometimes your views need to evolve too.
I would say don't fall into the rage baiting that the culture has become so like evidently and compulsively a part of. Like, just stay away from rage bait.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is like, yes, don't be rage baited.
Yeah, don't
Know
be rage
what's
baited, and
for
like,
you.
y'all stop rage baiting people.
Support what you think is for you always. Part of my takeaway is like, we still live in America. So I'm never surprised. I'm not saying it's always right. I am never surprised by certain things. I still, like I said, appreciated part of what the ad was doing. And then for the Ralph Lauren stuff, it's like the legacy of something and figuring out like how the legacy of something that might be white and how that works, what might be black, and then like the marketing of it. It's like appreciate all these things, like what you're saying. Like don't always have the cynicism.
It's us.
Appreciate what's happening a little bit.
If it looks very new, like here's a. I'm gonna use this point too. It's a great point. Here is how you know if it's us or someone else. If it looks cheesy as fuck, it ain't us. It was them.
And don't be mad. Don't be mad.
It was not us. If it looked cheesy and corny as shit, it wasn't us. If it's one of those stories where it's like, how the fuck they know that? It was us. Stop complaining. It was us.
That was such a good point where you go, hold up.
It was us.
That hit something.
It was us. It was us. Okay? If it looked like some shit from the 2000s is corny and why the fuck they still doing that and why they put him in that commercial, it was them. If it was some shit where it's like, how the hell did they know about that?
That's real
It was
tough.
us.
That's tough.
It was us. We just trying to keep our jobs and we trying to. It was us.
It was us.
It was us.
That's the takeaway. That's the ending. We went way over. We got to catch y'all later. Check out the Sprite work. I don't know if you want to talk real quick. It's crazy.
Obey Your Thirst summer campaign is out now, featuring Jalen Hurts.
Success hurts.
Success hurts.
Success hurts.
He did post production on it. Peep the shirt.
Woo-hoo.
OJ's been in the
Gotcha,
Sprite world with us from time to time.
Stepping up in there.
I did the strategy. You know, I don't be writing commercials and stuff like that yet. You know, wink, wink. But shout out to our clients. I don't want to mention them by name in case they don't want to be in this, but shout out to them. Our day-to-day clients are really dope, and they really believe in the work. They really believe in us, and we believe in them. Shout out to our leadership team. Shout out to the creatives. And hey, man, we jumped over Jumpman. We number 3, man. I don't know about the other shoulders, man. I'm just stop talking, man.
We appreciate y'all. We gave y'all extra podcasts today. Follow us on socials, TikTok, Instagram, Majority Agency. Subscribe on YouTube,
Watch us.
Majority Agency. And we're going to be everywhere. You got to see us a lot more. And thank you. Don't forget, bust down the brief. That's what we're saying next. Bust down the brief. We out.
Peace.